There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. So I have to say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you got to let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only for God.
Welcome to Agape, everyone.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Good morning, good day, beloved community. Now is the time for our meditative thought. This is about you, and it's for you, from Reverend Michael. Each of us, each of us is made out of Spirit's matrix of consciousness, and our individual consciousness is the ground of our existence, out of which the convictions of our hearts, values, insights, awakenings, and actions emerge. As we embody this truth and put it into action, we empower ourselves and the collective consciousness to create a mansion of global friendship, interdependence, compassion, peace, creativity, and happiness. Never underestimate your vital contribution to this purest manifestation of the meaning of wealth. That's from Reverend Michael for you this week. Love to you, Agape.
Thank you so much, Reverend Coco. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome. It's time for our congregational song, which is called Use Me. And if you are joining us for the very first time, the words are on the screen. We love to stand at this time in our service, so right where you are, feel free to stand and know that you're standing with people all around the globe as we stand for this love that is the true essence of God.
Use me, oh
think God was the Son, God is the Son, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, leading us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Yeah. Command my hands. What must they do? What must they do? Command my life. It's here for you. God is the love. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator. God is creator and makes all things new. God leads us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
And that's a vibrational welcome to all of you in the Agape nation spread throughout the land, welcoming you into the frequency of surrendering to the next great division and version of ourselves, asking this life presence, or being available to the life presence, to use us as distinct units of infinite potential, unique expressions of the one presence, the one power, and the one God. And so we continue with that particular gong radiating out an acknowledgement of the great God of the universe, the presence that's never an absence. This particular vibratory frequency is in honor of each and every one of us, individual expressions of the one. The word individual means undivided. We've taken a human incarnation, so we are here to manifest. And what are we here to manifest? We're here to manifest our soul and heart's desire, which is God's will according to our unique pattern. Feel into that. Always we have the music at Agape. It represents the wonderful harmony of the universe. Today, under the direction of Marianne Lewis, I invite you to feel into the frequency of the Agape International Choir.
We are so grateful to bring forth this classic song from Agape, written by our very own Reverend Michael Beckwith and Ricky Byers. We're bringing forward Stacy Amanyadel and Philip. And we are holding in our hearts Carl Anderson as well. So we bring forth I Rest in Thee.
destiny has been fulfilled by you, oh God. My search is over, and I rest in thee. Has led to this moment. Every step I have taken has led me to this higher place. Everything I have ever done has served me to see God's holy face.
My destiny has been fulfilled by you, oh God. My search is over, and I rest in thee. They make no difference. They don't concern me. And my past are rolled into this moment. And God is eternal. My life in God is eternal. And I am free forevermore. My search is over, and I rest in thee. I rest in thee. I rest in thee. I rest in thee.
Agape International Choir under the direction of Mary Ann Lewis. Don't get nervous. I hear some of you guys thinking they didn't have on masks. They were close to each other. This was filmed before the lockdown. So let those errant thoughts fly right out of your mind. Remember what St. Augustine said, I shall not rest until I rest in thee. I rest in the power and the presence and the love of God. I rest in the absolute certainty that life is for me and nothing is against me. I rest that all of my needs are met. What are you resting in? I rest in God. I welcome all of you here today. I want to welcome you, and particularly those who are newish to the community. We want to thank your soul for leading you here, or for that friend that said, hey, you might like this spiritual community. Tune in. And we want you to know that we're embracing you now in prayer, and we're embracing you in this sacred welcome of vibration. If you want to stand up, you can. But all of those who are online, the veterans, including our spiritual practitioners, we're extending our hearts through our hands. And we're saying this to you right now, all you newcomers, welcome to Agape. We recognize you. We see who you truly are. Spiritual image in the likeness of God. A unique expression of infinite potential. Divine possibilities. We embrace you. We feel right here and right now that your moment with us is a moment of pure insight. That is for you to catch the insights of the universe and to live a fruitful, dynamic, and wonderful life. We appreciate you and we thank God for you. Welcome to Agape! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, as you're feeling welcomed here, for the new people, you heard me use the word practitioner, spiritual practitioner. That's an ecclesiastical body here in the community of individuals who are spiritual therapists, who have gone through rigorous training in terms of affirmative prayer and meditation and visioning to begin to look for and see that which is real about an individual. They don't go on a hunt for pathology. They go on a hunt for that which is essential and true and eternal. And they're continuing to grow in that way, benefiting and blessing the community and the world community as well. We have one practitioner coming forth at this particular moment who will represent those practitioners, and she's going to allow the place to become an affirmatorium in which we will affirm the truth of our being. She will segue us into our Agape's purpose statement. She will bring forth a selected reading of the day and then give us this morning's, for this particular service, our evocation. Her name is Geraldine Bassett. She works intimately with our Agape University. Geraldine.
Good morning, Agape. So glad to be here. So glad to see you this morning. Reverend Michael's theme for this month is, in the beginning, you get to choose. And his topic today is becoming sensitive to the Spirit. Tune your antenna. It was my joy to facilitate our meditation session this morning with music provided by Ben Dowling. Today's musical inspiration is the Agape International and Global Choir under the direction of practitioner Mary Ann Lewis. Agape licensed spiritual practitioners and ministers are currently holding prayer vigil and engaging you in the comments of this broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. You're invited to share any prayer requests there or contact our prayer ministry directly. Now's the time for our affirmations. I invite you to please stand right where you are, regardless of how you're looking right now. And allow yourself to feel into the love of these affirmations. And here we go. Out of the isness of God flows the allness of my life. My gifts of divinity are stirred into right action right now. All of my relationships are encoded with love and infused with joy. I am the perfect conduit for infinite possibilities to express. God is the instant and constant presence of abundance in my life. Lovingly, joyfully, gratefully, I let it be, and so it is. Amen. Agape's purpose statement. Our purpose as an intentional spiritual community is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that they are unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody an understanding of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through the New Thought, Ageless Wisdom teachings, and the energy of unconditional love, we are committed to individual transformation and to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Simply, we are here for God. Our selected reading is taken from the book 40-Day Mind Fast Soul Feast by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. It is day 14, entitled Courting the Infinite. There is a longing within you, a mystical ache to express your intrinsic spiritual self. This inner impulsion lovingly urges you forward until you catch the thought God had at the precise moment it projected you into existence. It is touching to realize that when God thought of you, it thought of nothing else but you. You held its whole attention, love, and awareness. When through prayer and meditation you awaken your soul's memory of God's original thought of you, you co-create with the Spirit its unique face, expressing its unique face appearing as yourself. You are an original work of beauty, light, love, joy, and bliss. You have your own personal and intimate relationship with definition of who and what you are. This takes courage, because it may mean listening to mediocre minds asking, who does she think she is? Never mind. Say to yourself, this does not move me. Keep your attention focused on the pole star of God's infinite love, which cheers you on as you move forward to embrace and embody your spiritual success story. Today, contemplate the truth that it is God's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. understand that your part is to graciously accept. This moment by moment acceptance will ultimately transform any tendencies toward mediocrity. It will create within you a response of strength, confidence, and a willingness to express authentically more of your true nature. Prepare yourself for success. And please join me as we turn within. I invite you to meet me in your heart space, where there we commune with the only love that there is, that there ever will be. And I am so grateful for this opportunity to stand in this word, to speak this word, to be this place where Spirit is expressing itself and letting each and every one of us know how much we are loved, how much we are cared for. I'm so grateful and I am so thankful and I am so filled with love for Agape, for Reverend Michael, for the staff, for everyone that is involved in this community, in this Agape nation. For we are one with the one, and we are always held in love, and we are always guided in love, and we will stand in this truth forever as we bless this service and all of the words that are expressed and all of the words that are not. And we feel the loving presence of God. And I let it go. And I am one with the I am. Amen.
Geraldine Bossett, practitioner. Great moment of prayer and welcome. Our welcome is forever. Feel the pulse of this artistry in music.
Om Shalom Alam Amen. Om Shalom Salam Amen. Om Shalom Salam Amen. Oh Shalom, salam, om shalom, salam, om shalom, salam.
It's a song about peace.
Shalom, salam, om shalom, salam.
It's a song about peace and love.
Om shalom, salam, amen. Om shalom, salam, amen.
If you have breath and a heartbeat, I know you felt that. Gia Giambate, Marianne Lewis, our Agape International Choir, holding the high watch vibrationally. Wow. And so many things are happening at Agape behind the Sunday services and the wonderful moments of meditation and prayer that happens throughout the course of the day. There's a lot of things that go on here that you need to know about and participate in. Practitioner Victor Dickerson is going to come forward and share some of those things with you. If you ever call to Agape, you may recognize his voice because he is our powerful, dynamic, beautiful, wonderful, service-oriented, more than receptionist.
Thank you, Reverend Michael. Good morning, Agape. We have a few highlights for you today, and please visit the Agape website for more details on all of this, as all times listed are Pacific Standard Time. Join us today to celebrate the kickoff of the 25th anniversary of the Season of Nonviolence at 1 p.m. Guests include Reverend Michael, Reverend Deborah Johnson, Reverend Roger Teal, and more. Go to New Thought Media Network on Facebook to watch. Agape University. This class began yesterday and registration is still open, so the time is now to expand in self-awareness and to go deeper in a spiritually activated consciousness to master your thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. Join Master Teacher Reverend Dr. Cheryl Ward in self-awareness and transcendent consciousness, mastering the art of spiritual living. This is an 8-week class and is offered on Saturdays at 10 a.m. There are prerequisites required to register for this class, and it is a requirement for the practitioner pathway. Go to agapelive.com's university page for more information and to register today. Save the date. The Power of Prayer. Learn to pray the Agape way. A 6-week prayer class led by Reverend Carlton with weekly special guest instructors, Reverend Jason, Reverend Susie, Akili Beckwith, Reverend Victoria, Reverend Kim, Reverend Deborah Johnson, and Reverend Michael, an all-star lineup. Begins Tuesday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. Today, Teen Agape, ages 14 to 19, meets online at 11:15 a.m. For more information and to join, click the Teen Agape banner on the website. Preteens ages 9 to 13 meet at 2 p.m. Children ages 3 to 8 meet at 3:30 p.m. Both are live on Zoom. To join and get your Agape Youth Fun Packs, email revleon@agapelive.com. Monday through Saturday, see you on Facebook at 8 a.m. for daily prayer and 12 noon for meditation. Go to agapelive.com for details on this. The Crisis Support Clinic offers complimentary Zoom mini counseling sessions every Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. To receive details for your first come, first served complimentary one-on-one session with a licensed practitioner serving those who seem to be challenged related to finances, relationships, housing, and jobs, email crisissupport@agapelive.com. This is offered to the community at large so anyone may attend. This Tuesday, Laughter Yoga meets on Zoom at 6 p.m., facilitated by Agape practitioner Martin Weish. On our website, click on the banner to register. No experience necessary. Just come ready to get your laugh on. Freedom Path Ministry Zooms this Wednesday with speaker Greg Johnson at 5 p.m. Release any sense of addiction, old beliefs, or attachments. Go to our website and click on the Freedom Path banner at the top of the page for more information and to register. This is a gift to the community, so all are welcome. Agape Spiritual Community Gathering is in session. Join us every Friday at 5:30 p.m. and connect in community for an enriching, inspiring gathering led by our practitioners and ministers. For more information, go to our website. And finally, Dance with the Rev. Get your endorphins flowing and shift your mood. Show us those moves in a 1-minute video dancing during a Sunday service and upload using the banner on the Agape website. And you may see yourself #DanceWithTheRev on social media and on Sundays. Peace and blessing, Agape.
And peace and blessings to all of you, and thank you, Victor, for bringing that powerfully. Once again, feel the pulse, the energy of God, the celebratory frequency and vibration that moves through our Agape International Choir. Guys?
While I'm stretching out, my mind is clear. Thank you, Lord, I thank you, God, for letting me see I'm free. Filled with your power, a greater destiny, and I'm stretching out. Yeah. But I believe she said it best. When all you trust it falls apart, let God be where you rest, and God will see you through. Trust in the power that can mend a broken heart, and just stretch on out. Let me see I'm free, filled with the power, destiny, and I'm stretching out. My mind is clear. I thank you, God, for letting me see I'm free. Filled with the power of greater destiny.
Yeah, Jesus didn't say it first, but I believe he said it best. The ways of destruction will try to bring you down. Resist not evil, live from a greater love. The power within you is just waiting to be found, so just stretch on out.
stretch out. Yeah? That's
Amen.
Mary Ann Lewis. That's Mary Ann Lewis. That's Cal Bennett over here. Cal, how you doing, man? Rayford Griffin, how you doing, man? Joshua, you good? Joshua Scalette? Dwayne Augustine? Ben Dowling? Gia? It's all good? Take a breath here and be aware that we're inviting you into a moment of celebration. We are here at Agape International coming into a community that's celebrating the power, the presence, and the love of God, and all that the presence and the power and the love of God is all the time. We do not show up begging, beseeching God to do anything other than what God is already doing. We show up celebrating what's happening, and in that celebratory frequency, we become amenable and available to all that is happening throughout the entire cosmos. So I was thinking about this because I had a dream the other night, and in this dream, there were individuals who were ill. And some of them were on the brink of crossing over. And a lot of us from Agape were going into the hospital room, and we just started singing and dancing and praying and rejoicing and bringing the power and the love of the healing right into the room. And I realize now that as a community, this is what we're doing for the planet. Old things are falling away. New things are being born. Individuals are caught up in the undertow of fear and doubt and worry, and we're called to be an exclamation point for the celebration that's happening eternally throughout the entire cosmos. Not getting caught in the undertow of fear, doubt, and worry, lack, limitation, scarcity, not enoughness, and anything that goes bump in the night that we might be afraid of. We're called as a community to celebrate the divine presence that hasn't changed one iota in a millennium. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So all of the miracles that you have heard about or read about in your Bible and the Bhagavad Gita, all of the miracles that you've heard about the presence and the power of the love of God, they're not in the past. They're now. For those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, those who are receptive to the divine presence and enter into the gates with praise and thanksgiving. Enter into the frequency of the whole soul celebration, even when it is hard. This is what you are about when you're on the spiritual path. No, it's not just happy talk. It's not pretending, but it is a pre-tendency. You're getting the vibration, form follows consciousness, so you are having the vibration and frequency and the vibration even before the manifestation tends to coagulate and become the miracle that you're looking for in your life. So when you hear the closing of the theme of the month, this particular month, which is in the beginning you choose, that's a statement that takes you out of the victimization that so many people live in. It is saying that in the beginning, and we've been talking this month, that every single moment of your life is a new beginning. It is about you asking yourself, what am I about to say? What am I beginning? What am I about to do? What am I beginning? What am I thinking about? What am I beginning? In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. Everything that is really created emanates from the heart, mind of the infinite, the vibrational frequency of a dynamic, whole spiritual idea. In the beginning, you get to choose. Your choice ability increases with every insight that you have in spiritual practice. So when you are praying, and you're meditating, and you're doing life visioning, and you're studying, and you're hanging with high-minded people, you're going into spiritual gatherings. So to speak, you are preparing yourself. You are uplifting yourself. You are preparing yourself to expand your perception so that you can choose ye this day whom you shall serve, God or mammon, God or fear, God or worry, God or doubt, God or scarcity, God or not enoughness. With every insight, your choice ability increases. And so you fall off. You let everything that would hinder, delay, block, or obstruct the fullness of life from flowing through you, you're allowing it to fall off via spiritual practice. Now, we want to be sensitive to the Spirit. And we want to tune our antenna on a couple of levels. Now, many people, have a sensitivity, and what we want to do is we want to train our sensitivity so we become acutely aware of the all good that is happening everywhere. So we're not resisting evil. We're not resisting negativity. We're not resisting the things we don't want. Resist not evil. That which you resist persists, as you already know. We are retuning our awareness to call out the good, to call out the all good whenever we see it, until our mind begins to see that first, begins to feel that first, begins to walk in that dynamic. We want to be sensitive to the Spirit. Now, our body temple, oh my God, it is the greatest machine on the planet. It is such a genius mechanism of so many things going on within the body temple that you're not even conscious of. And you can use it as an antenna to catch the Spirit. In other words, you think about this. There's the Spirit of the living God. In the beginning, God, you see. And then out of this vibratory word, there is the cosmos. Or within that vibratory word, there's the cosmos. And that's cosmos with a K-O-S-M-O-S, you see. And that's the undifferentiated, unmanifest wholeness, infinite possibility, the dark void, the great womb of creation before anything even manifests. There is the cosmos with a K. And then in the beginning, there's that vibratory frequency that moves through the undifferentiated wholeness that then births the cosmos with the C. The cosmos with the C is everything that is created, and that then gives birth to the multidimensional universes, gives birth to the galaxies, the solar systems, the planets, and all the way down to Mother Earth. And when you catch it, you see that from the beginning, before there was time, all of that, all the way through the cosmos, all the way through the universe, all the way through the solar system, all the way through the galaxies, all the way through the planetary planets, all the way through Mother Earth, all of that's impacting you right now. And it's giving you a message about the abundance and the love and the beauty and the eternality of the Spirit. All of that. And oftentimes individuals, they can't catch it because they're not on their own side. They're working against themselves. They're sabotaging themselves. They're not with themselves at all. They have prepared themselves to live defensively only against negativity, but they haven't prepared themselves, as the reading would indicate, for the success, for the beauty, for the love. But your body temple feels all of the impressions from the cosmos all the way through the bodies that I have just mentioned. And so if, in fact, you would take the opportunity, sometimes it may be a little difficult for some of you to meditate. It may be a little opportunity, you get a little agitated when it's time to pray or whatever. If you will just but stand in front of a tree, and as you're looking at that tree, just stop for a moment and realize what you just breathed out, that tree is breathing in. What you're breathing in, that tree is just breathed out. There's a symbiotic relationship between you and that tree, which starts to make the body temple an antenna for that which is moving from nature, planet Earth, all the way through all of the heavenly bodies that I have just mentioned, and you come into a level of coherence around the fundamental harmony of the universe. Sometimes you have to just walk outside barefoot so you're on the planet Earth, and then your body temple becomes an antenna for the impression of the Spirit coming through the cosmos, coming through the multidimensional universes, the solar system, the galaxies, all that I've just mentioned, and you start to become very sensitive to the Spirit of the living God. Just as there are individuals who aren't urban dwellers, who are still connected to the earth, and they can tell you days before it even happens that it's going to rain. They already know. They're sensitive to this, you see. And those who are in the city sometimes loses their sensitivity because of the light pollution and because of the mental pollution that cascades through our television. We lose all the sensitivity that the earth is giving us. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. We're losing all of our sensitivity to that. And okay, so my friends, there it's snowing. You say, what trees? We can't go outside. You see, it's snowing outside. I can't go outside barefooted. So what you do is you stop and you just close your eyes and you just attune to the body. You listen to your heart. You feel the pulse of the Spirit in your heart, you see. As you begin to feel that pulse of the Spirit, you become sensitive to what's happening there. It'll ultimately be a great antenna for the original message shot from the cosmos with a K all the way through all of creation. And you will feel this powerful mechanism, this powerful instrument of the body temple. You feel it coming into harmony with the wholeness that's everywhere and intrinsic to you. And it will allow you to become sensitive to the Spirit of the living God. I'll always remember when my brother Achille was attending Sonoma University, and I went to visit him, and where he lived, there was a creek nearby with some trees, and I remember going out there and sitting to meditate. And as I was meditating, sitting on the ground, had my shoes off, just being there, all of a sudden, I could feel the love emanating between me and the tree to my right. And the love was so profound that I got up. I did hug the tree. I am a tree hugger. You know, my grandson calls me that vegan tree hugging Baba. That's what he calls me sometimes. Anyway, so I went to hug the tree. And I used to be embarrassed to say this, but not anymore. I took off all my clothes. I was naked outside in the creek. There's nobody around, you know. Hopefully it doesn't show up on YouTube somewhere. But anyway, I was just out there naked, and I could feel my oneness with all of nature, and I could feel the love of the earth and the love of the trees, and all the way to that which created it all, divine creator spirit, the presence of the living God. I had become so sensitive to it through Mother Nature. I remember another time that is written about in my book, Spiritual Liberation, where I had gone to Africa. I was in West Africa, and I was out with a healer there from Africa, and he took me out into the jungle to do some work. And there was a moment in which he was chanting in the jungle, and he was chanting in his native language, and then suddenly something answers him in the jungle, and he says, English. That's how he said, English. And then the voice turned to English and started speaking. So we went to see where the voice was coming. It was coming from a tree. And so the tree was speaking to me, and the tree was giving me prophecy, all of which has come true at this particular time in my life, giving me prophecy. And then the tree said, I'm going to step aside and let my older brother speak to me from another tree in another part of the land. So this other voice came through, and it began to give prophecy and told me some things that I'd be doing on the planet. Now, on my way through the jungle, it was dark, and I was tripping. I'm the Westerner. The Africans were just walking like it was daylight. I'm like trying not to fall over. After that experience, when I was walking back, I was walking by the luminosity of the trees and the foliage and the ground. Everything was aglow. Now, it just didn't start being aglow. Something happened in my perceptivity, in my perception. I could see the luminosity that was always there. This is why I say when Moses saw the burning bush, Moses was having a good day. The bush is always burning. It didn't just suddenly start burning. With the great I am presence, God is everywhere all the time. Moses was having a good day. So in that particular moment, I was having a good day. My perceptivity shifted. My body became an antenna for the sublime state of consciousness. What are we to do? We are to walk on this planet, not resisting negativity at all, but we are to go on a hunt for that which is real, that which is eternal, that which is forever, that which is of beauty, and we are to call it by its name. We are to call it out. We're to recognize it every time we see it and to celebrate it. We're to recognize it every time we see it and to call it out and to be at one with it. And this will allow you to transcend the egoic boundaries of jealousy and envy. When you see something good happening with somebody, for somebody, to somebody, sometimes the ego will say, well, why isn't that happening for me? Or why is it always happening for her? You know, and the ego will just go on meandering about all kinds of negativity about other people. When you see any good anywhere, there is no such thing as private good. It doesn't exist. There's the all good of God that's everywhere present. Now, there are individuals with massive egos that try to create private good and think that they're better than other people because they have more money and all that kind of stuff. But there's no private good. When you see good anywhere, it's affecting the noosphere of the planet. So you call it out. You celebrate it as if it's your own. You see someone having a success. You see someone having a healing. You see someone having a birth of a new idea. You see someone just having a great time. Instead of allowing the ego to block your perception and to put a filter of jealousy or envy there, you say, yeah, I see you good. I see you beauty. I see you love. I see you joy. I see you success. I see you abundance. And in your right seeing, you'll be activating your right being. And according to your unique pattern, that which you see, you will be vibrationally. You will become sensitive to the Spirit of the living God and no longer walk around in a quandary as an exclamation point, as a question mark. You will walk around as an exclamation point for the Spirit of the living God at this time in human history. What do I want you to do during this time of human history? What I want you to do is to realize that if you've ever taken any kind of intense training of any kind, you know, there's a moment in which the mind wants to give up. Whether it's learning a new skill, you're learning to play the piano, you're learning martial arts, you're in medical school, doctor, whatever the case may be. It's like, I don't want to do this. This is too much. And then, when you persevere, a lot of the limitations drop off of you. And you birth a new dimension of yourself when you grow through this intense training. This is what we desire when people are taking classes here. You know, they learn to sit and to listen and to pray and to study until limitation drops off, you see. Now, I want you to understand that the time that you have chosen to be here on the planet is an intense training. You did not come to the planet thinking everything was going to be peaches and roses, you see. Peaches and roses. What about peaches and cream with a little vase of roses? Peaches, cream, almond milk, oat milk, not dairy. Please don't do that to your body. Peaches, almond milk, peaches and cream. Okay. Little roses on the side. You didn't come thinking it was going to be like that. You came for an intense training to reactivate and remind you about who you are. Now, that perspective change right there, that when you change your perspective, everything changes. So instead of walking through the world, resisting negativity, defending yourself against the next bad thing that's about to happen, you came to intensely train yourself to remain focused on that which is real and eternal. And the onslaughts of the world of phenomena is giving you the training as if you were in a boxing class or martial arts class or learning how to swim or surf or whatever the case may be. If you change your perspective, then you understand that you are activating your freedom not just from negativity, but a freedom to release life energy through you. You become so sensitive, not to negativity. That's called discernment. So sensitive, not resisting negativity. So sensitive that you're able to catch from before the beginning of the planet, the beginning of the solar system, beginning of the galaxy, beginning of the universe, beginning of the cosmos. You go all the way to in the beginning. Non-linear, no time, spiritual ideation. I see God through the same eye that God sees me, says Meister Eckhart. Become sensitive to the Spirit of the living God. You walk on the planet impervious. I was with somebody yesterday. They said, "Are you allergic to anything?" I said, "Yeah, I'm allergic to bullets." I actually said I'm allergic to bullets and BS, but I spelled it. I said it out loud. belief systems. Anyway, but you become impervious to the ups and downs of the world of phenomena. Not that you don't notice it, not that you don't do what you're not full of care with yourself. But if you can be reminded, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more next week, if you can be reminded that you're in an intense training right now, a training of remembrance, a training of activation, a training that's going to pull from you undeveloped powers, to pull from you latent skills. In other words, you're not just here to survive on the planet until you die. What a waste of an incarnation! You have shown up in this intense training to activate something about you that you deliver on the planet. Now, I didn't say celebrity. I didn't say, amassing multi-millions of dollars. You've come to deliver something. Now, it could be that, if that's your particular dharma. What are you setting in motion right now? What have you come to deliver? What have you come to give? Now, I have to say that because you've been given everything. There's nothing lacking in you. The Spirit does not have this. It's not the spirit of withhold. It is the spirit of generosity. What have you come to set free? What's the first thing that came to your mind? What have you come to set free right now? So, in the beginning, and when we talk about beginning, we're talking about that spaceless, timeless place of spiritual ideation. God, you see. In the beginning, God. This is our beginning. Right now. Now, when you pull away from the world, whether you're allowing Mother Nature to assist you, do you realize that the other half of your respiratory system is in the trees? What they're breathing out, you're breathing in? So whether it's from nature, whether it's from your formal meditation in prayer time, whether it's from a moment of having an epiphany as you're in celebration, the moment you pull out from the world and you notice you're not in the undertow of fear, doubt, and worry, anxiety, anxiousness, the moment you notice that, that's when you declare and decree what is so in your life. That's when you declare and decree what you want to manifest, because you're not in fear, doubt, and worry. You're not blocking yourself right there. Now you're on your own side. You're vibrationally in harmony with the fundamental harmony in the universe. At the moment that is there, don't waste that moment. Declare and decree, even if it's silently, all of my needs are met. Declare and decree, even if it is silently, everything is working together for my good. Declare and decree, my body can heal anything. Declare and decree, all of my needs are met. Oh, from that space of pulling out of the world. Speak something into existence. You're now on your own side. The universe is always on your side. It wants to know itself as you. It's pulling for you. It's cheering you on. It's saying, let me in. Express me. The question is, are you on your own side? Are you a friend to yourself? Are you caring for yourself? And so, becoming sensitive to the Spirit, your body becomes an antenna. We're earthlings. We came as spirit. Rose from all of this is made up. This meat body is made up of all the stuff you've eaten. and all the stuff you've eaten has come from the earth. And every single thing on the earth is, guess what? It's all solar powered. Everything you eat has the sun in it, you see. That's a whole other thing, but it's all pertinent. Nature, you see. So you become sensitive to before the beginning of time, moving all the way through your own sun. And when you pull out, You're pulled out now. You possibly are pulled out right now. At this moment, you may be feeling something. If you're with a group of people, Atlantis, are you with your parents right there? You can say, I can do anything. Everything is working together for my good. If you're with a group of people in your living room or wherever you are, you can all just say, right now, I've pulled out of the world of effects. Everything is working together for my good. I am divinely protected, maintained, and sustained by the presence of God. All of my needs are met. I feel it in my bones. It's happening now. What is my assignment? From that space, what is my assignment? And then you'll catch how you are to participate in that which is, even now, decadent, decadence, that which is not in cadence with that which is emerging. How are you participating in the cadence of that which is emerging? And you'll begin to hear your assignment. Today is the beginning of the season for nonviolence. Something we began 25 years ago. It's the 25th anniversary today. Emanated originally from the Association for Global New Thought, of which I'm one of the co-founders. And I'll always remember, over 25 years ago, we caught a vision of the principles that Mohandas K. Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. were using to shift society. It was all ahimsa. It was all nonviolence. Peace. And we birthed this at the United Nations. And then after years, it spread around the world where all these nations were practicing these principles and going through the practices of forgiveness and releasing of resentment and mending relationships. And it grew to a caretaking of the earth and planting trees and saving the rainforests. And now the season for nonviolence has so many iterations of it that are about bringing peace to this planet and embracing all sentient beings. But I remember when we caught that vision, at the time, it seemed impossible. How are we going to get to the United Nations? How are we going to invite all these people? I mean, all of that. But we caught the idea, and we walked in the direction of it. And we birthed it at the United Nations. A.T. Ayaratne flew in from Sri Lanka. There was a number of dignitaries, spiritual dignitaries, that came forward to participate in envisioning a world, the world house, the beloved community. And today more than ever, it is needed. And so today we're asking the question, as we birth the season for nonviolence, we're asking the question, how can we promote peace? I always love that question because I always get to define what peace is. Peace is the dynamic of harmonizing good. It's not the absence of conflict or disturbance. It is a radiant quality that emanates from the depth of our being, regardless of disturbance or conflict. You see, it's something that comes from within, not from without. And so we allow our heart to be big enough to love and embrace and have compassion for individuals that don't agree with us. Because as Ernest Holmes indicated, the pile isn't complete until we're all in it. And so if we're going to birth the beloved community, there must be a degree of nonviolence, a degree of ahimsa, a degree of love, a degree of peace, embracing every being, even those that we don't like. Doesn't mean you're hanging out with them, but in consciousness, you're radiating peace. So as we celebrate today the season for nonviolence, as we continue to feel into the theme, in the beginning, that was the beginning 25 years ago, because the season for nonviolence didn't exist. It was an idea. However, those trees told me about it. When I was in Africa, they told me that we'd be birthing this program about nonviolence. It hadn't existed yet. But the tree prophesied that, and it came to pass. Ain't God something? Okay, I think I'm going to stop. But as I began today, what did I say? Welcome to the celebration. We're a community that's celebrating what the presence of God is, what the presence of God is radiating at this particular moment. We're not coming here to beg anything from God. We're coming to celebrate what the presence of God already is. If you're new to Agape, we know that God is not a man in the sky. We know that God is spirit. We must worship God in spirit and in truth. God is a presence. There's never an absence. We are here in celebration of all that it is, that we may come into vibrational harmony with it so that it can reveal itself as our very life in being. We're allowing our body temple to become an antenna to catch the divine imprint emanating from the cosmos all the way through our own sun, through our own earth. Woo! So every time we just walk on the planet, as Thich Nhat Hanh will remind us, we're planting peace, but feeling the impress of the first word, the word of creation that moves through the planet Earth. And maybe you will one day find yourself naked in the woods. Maybe one day you'll find yourself looking at all of nature, and it will be a glow. You'll be having a good day because it's all a glow. Whew, God is good. So, watch this individual celebrate. Watch them celebrate with Dance with the Rev. That's Jocelyn Valencia. Valencia. Jocelyn Valencia. You see Grace in the back on the screen. Wow, that's great. Marianne? Gia? What you guys got? What you guys got?
We got a little shining star.
So you know what? You are a shining star.
Wow, yeah. When you wish upon a star, your dreams will take you very far. When you wish upon a dream, life ain't always what it seems, oh yeah. What you see tonight is clear, in the sky so very dear. You're the shining star, no matter who you are. Shine bright to see what you can truly be. Had just begun. Found I had to stand alone, yeah. Blessed now I've got my own, oh yeah. So when you find yourself in me, why don't you listen to these words of here? Be a giant grain of sand,
words of wisdom. Yes, I can. Oh, yeah. We're gonna shine inside, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, to see who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Shining star, so you can see what your life can truly be. Feel into that right now. Heal into that right now. Call forth the highest and best right now. Shining star, for you to see what your life can truly be. Oh, this is a great segue right into prayer. We pulled away from the world of effects. We pulled away from the world of circumstances. We pulled away from the world of situations and conditions. For this time that you've been with Agape, we've said to you subconsciously, for the next hour, we're in control of your attention. And we're taking you not to the outer limits, we're taking you to the limitless inner awareness, limitless good. Break free. And in this moment of breaking free, we turn our attention inward. Woo. And we begin to see so much to be grateful for. We begin to see so much to be thankful for. We begin to see so much to appreciate. It absolutely cleanses our awareness. This is a brain and mind washing of another kind. We're washing ourselves free from the debris of lack thinking, limitation thinking, separation thinking, fear thinking, worry thinking, doubt thinking. No! We're becoming clean and pristine, recognizing the great presence. Oh my God. I am one with God. Oh my God, I'm one. I am one. I'm one with the presence. And from this consciousness of oneness, I have the privilege of speaking the word for each and every one of us today. That word is harmony. That word is wholeness. That word is vitality. That word is beauty. That word is joy. That word is abundance. That word is harmonizing prosperity, divine wealth, health, well-being, wholeness, creativity, enthusiasm, zest, zeal. That word is God. And in the beginning is this word. And this word was with God, the infinite presence. This word is the frequency of God Almighty. And this word is now manifesting throughout the land, through all of these beings right here and right now. I proclaim, I declare, I decree that something wonderful is happening. Something beautiful is taking place. Something magnificent is occurring. And our body temples are sensitive to this word now. So they're an antenna. Our body temples are an antenna for that which is real. Therefore, every organ and every action and every function of our body is now coming into harmony with the celestial body. Life wins. Oh, we're on our own side now. We're not working against ourselves anymore. No, we're on our own side. We're working. We're becoming our own best friend. We're becoming our own best friend right now. Woo! happening now. Will you feel it? It don't mean a thing unless it has that feeling. Will you feel it? Will you feel it? Will you feel it? Help them feel it. Help them. Help them. Take a second.
Moving up to God's house. That's my mind, my frame of mind. You know, that's where I'll be. Moving up to God's house. That's where I will be. There's a story, that's been told. Now it's time to rest any weary fear, yeah. And see the glory that is you and me unfold. Your trouble moving up to God's house. 'Cause that's where I'll be. There's plenty room in the universe of God now. And the holding one for me. I'm already there in my awareness now. Come on. Move into God's house. It's right here. Don't you know that's where I'll be if you wanna call me? Yeah. Oh, you gotta call me in God's house. Come on up. Come on up.
Said to the widow, what's in your house? She moved into God's house. And that cruise of oil just kept pouring and pouring and pouring, revealing the abundance of the universe. We're in the house of God, the consciousness of the all good. And someone wants to borrow our consciousness. The people on the prayer list want to borrow our consciousness for a moment. We pulled away from the world. So we know that where Julian is, Jennifer O'Neill's son, there's a perfect healing happening right now. A perfect mending of the body temple is happening right now. Stephanie Victor, we got you. We're embracing your husband Marcel. Perfect healing of the body temple right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Woo! Jackie Freeman, right now. Right now, perfect healing. Cease from pain now. There are individuals who have released loved ones from the visible to the invisible. That which we call transition, the appearance of death, which is this letting go of the flesh suit to step and reveal ourselves in our subtle bodies. Sonia Jones and Sean for their mom, Ruthie. I see Ruthie in my mind's eye right now. Longtime member of Agape, along with Sonia and Sean. Ruthie, free. Family, blessed with the peace that passes human understanding. Deborah McDermott for her sister Orlean. Ann Worthington for her dad Richard. Our very own Reverend Deborah Johnson. Her mother has left the mortal coil somewhere in her late 90s. She went into the land of the invisible. Peace be still. Reverend Arlene Hilton, her cousin Paula, woo, knows more about eternal life than most people because she's living it. The Reverend Patricia Moreno shelved off the mortal coil on January the 22nd. And a great minister, great ministry. She's the one who brought Reverend Skip Jennings to Agape for the first time, who's now off as a minister doing his thing, emanating from Agape. Patricia, we love you. God bless you in your ministry and your time on the planet, doing what you were called to do, to minister to the heart and soul of humanity. God bless you. And God bless your congregation and all of those who will miss your physicality but will embody your teachings, God's teachings through you, thus keep you alive. We stop now, and anyone else we're holding in prayer, we just feel them surrounded and cradled by the presence. Woo-wee! Happening now. God bless, God bless, God bless us all. God is blessing us all. We've now grown in graciousness to receive it. It's done. Amen. As you open your eyes, be clear that you've been given everything. It's your time to circulate it. And this is your time to practice. You prime the pump through your generosity. Whether you call it tithing, whether you call it an offering, whether you're calling a gift, whether you call it a donation, whatever you call it, jump into it freely right now, not with obligation, but with celebration. Whatever it is that you have to give, you bless it with your love, that it may multiply itself as you help stabilize and strengthen Agape International, in particular during the particular time of human history we're in now and beyond. So we stop in this moment and we give thanks to the great God of the universe that indwells every soul, that we may be free today. We bless this spiritual community, knowing that it has everything it needs to fulfill its divine mission of being a birthplace for the beloved community. We bless all of this community all around the world who is now preparing their consciousness to be great givers, thus preparing their consciousness to be great receivers until giving and receiving become one thing. Just as the inhalation and the exhalation is called one breath, the giving and the receiving becomes living. All needs met, happening now. And so it is. Amen. For those of you who already know how to do this, please don't delay. Send yours in right away. Everyone else, listen up. Take your mobile phone, if you will, want to give this way. Texting to donate. Text the word give to 424-321-6243. The phone will prompt you as to what to do next. You then choose the amount you want to give today, and you can also choose the regularity of how regular you want to give, whether you want to give weekly, every other week, monthly, however it is you feel comfortable, you can do that right now on your phone. If you want to mail your donations in, make out your checks or money orders to Agape International. Send it to 8546, right? Is that right? Am I right? 8949. 8549. 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. It's here on your screen. You can just take that down and keep it. If you want to go to our website, it's agapelive.com. Some of you might be on YouTube or some other platform. You can go to agapelive.com. Right on the banner, it'll be a place for you to donate. You can do it right there. If you've never been to the website, you've been on YouTube all this time, or Facebook all this time, you can see other things that are happening in our community. But you can give yours right away. You can do it right now. FaceTime has a donation button for you. Let's do this thing. Let's be great givers. Let's begin the year as individuals who give. God bless you. We'll be right back.
the first to fill your heart with love. Be about it. Sing a song about love. Never doubt that. Full dimensional love is our shelter. Love now and always. Love before and after. Love, love. It's encourage. It mends your heart. It's the best thing. You can't go wrong with love, 'cause it's eternal and it has no end. So stand on up for full dimensional love is our shelter. Love now and always. Love before and after. Love. Come on, Ben Dowling. Cal Bennett, give me a little something more. It's eternal and it has no end. Love, stand on up for full dimensional love is our shelter. Love now and always. Love before and after. Love.
Donations flow. Fill your own heart with love and allow it to express even now in your generosity. We stop at this moment and we give thanks for the overflow consciousness that's activated in all people, particularly those people tuning in right now, but we're touching the whole globe, living in an overflow consciousness. And it's all happening now. Yes, now. So it is. Amen and amen. The sweet sounds of our Agape house band. God bless. And so we're out of here. So you may rise up right there in your living room and feel the impress of this closing chant. Reverend Joanne Coleman will come forth and give us our benediction because today is her appearance day.
Yeah.
She appeared on the planet
Happy birthday.
and received her calling into the ministry. And today is the date, January 30th, that she came on the planet. So we're embracing her on this sweet day. And after a verse of this song, Birthday Girl is going to give us our benediction.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so
I'm so delighted and pleased with the sacred reciprocity of sensitivity. Oh, there's a call and a response and a response and a call, and our lives are the sensitivity and the response of the call of God upon them. Oh, we are so sensitive that when the voice of Jesus calls and says, Talitha, cum, cum means rise up whole, get up now, get up whole, complete, and perfect. Oh, we are sensitive to a surface that calls us to be all we are. We are the representation of the voice of God. And so upon our voice, we call this world to peace. Let us, each one of us, be the very season of nonviolence. I'm a season of nonviolence that lasts throughout our lifetime. I'm so glad about it. I'm pleased. I'm delighted. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. So we're wishing your sweet mom, it was her birthday and your appearance day. She gave birth and you appeared. God bless you. No, what a message. Amen. So we'll see you guys later. You saw Mijan Owens back here singing. And she's going to be performing this Wednesday, the 2nd, at the White Fire Theater Solo Fest. She's opening for Black History Month. She's performing wonderful classics. Victor Dickerson's going to be narrating the show. Hey, so you can actually purchase tickets at thewhitefiretheater.com or from her own Instagram page. You can go to live at the theater as well. Check it out.
Thank you, Rev.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Gia Jambati.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, beautiful house band. Reverend Michael. Have a beautiful week, everyone.